I call now on Professor Liz Sonnenberg, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Research Infrastructure and Systems and Digital and Data, to introduce Dr. Liz Walker, who has kindly agreed to deliver the occasional address.
Chancellor, graduands and guests. This afternoon, the University welcomes Dr. Liz Walker as guest speaker. Dr. Walker followed a winding career path before her current role as Chief Executive Officer of RSPCA Victoria. She began work on her doctorate a year after she had graduated from the university with a Bachelor of Veterinary Science, the predecessor to the current Doctor of Veterinary Medicine degree. 3 years later, when she ran out of money and interest, Dr. Walker began a joyful odyssey that carried her into the world of commerce and further education with a Masters of Management at Macquarie University. She spent nearly 5 years with Bayer Animal Health in several roles, including Marketing Manager, and 7 years as General Manager of Gribble's Veterinary Pathology, before identifying that animal welfare was where she wanted to work. That realisation was reinforced during the 3 years she spent as the Chief Executive Officer of Lort Smith Animal Hospital. Dr. Walker believes that changing people's behaviour is key to improving animal welfare. As she says, "I'm here because of the animals, but I also really like people." Please join me in welcoming the Chief Executive Officer of RSPCA Victoria, Dr. Liz Walker.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Professor Sonnenberg. It's a great honour to be here today. It is a very special day, and it's a special day because it's a day that's both a beginning and an end. It's the end of your time pursuing a bachelor's degree, a DVM, a master's or a PhD at the Faculty of Veterinary and Agricultural Sciences, and it's the beginning of what comes next. What comes next is both exciting and scary, both happy and sad. But what comes next is a new beginning in further study, a career, and that is both exciting and scary. What comes next is also making new friends and saying goodbye to some old ones, and that is both happy and sad. When I was a kid, I loved animals. I loved being around them, I loved being near them and with them. Wild ones, domestic ones, the big ones, the small ones, even the really polarising ones like, rats and spiders and lizards. I loved them all. And as soon as I realised you could get paid for working with animals, then that was always what I was going to do. And because, like all of you, I was a bit of a science nut, I became a vet. Now, the original plan was to be a vet in practice forever, maybe with my own little clinic, constantly near, around and with animals, big ones, little ones, and even those oddball ones. So I started as a practising vet. But then what came next decided that I would be a researcher. Then what comes next made me a sales and marketing executive, the general manager of a veterinary pathology business, then CEO of an animal hospital, and what comes next currently has me as CEO of RSPCA Victoria. Honestly, I don't know what comes next, but I do know that it will always have me constantly around, near and with animals, just like when I was a kid. So what comes next is a really helpful way of helping you to fulfil your dreams. It just tends to do it in really unexpected ways. Now, some of you might be sitting there thinking that you've got what comes next totally figured out. I sat there once thinking that. I thought I was going to be a large animal vet. I was wrong, and you probably are too. What comes next will be different for everyone, and it may be different from what you're currently thinking. It certainly was for me, and that's okay. You'll have your plans, you'll have your dreams, and as a graduate, it's time to start chasing them. And in doing so, you're going to find new challenges and you're going to find new opportunities. You'll move up and on in life. You're going to continue to learn and mature, and you'll be constantly confronted with endless possibilities for what comes next. But you're not going to be alone, just as you have never been alone. Look around you, or perhaps down that direction. Everywhere are people who love you and are incredibly proud of everything you have done so far. In this room are mums and dads, stepmums and stepdads, sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, grandparents and friends, and the teachers who have guided you and put up with you every step of the way. Today would be a good day to give them a hug and say thank you, because as much as this is your achievement, it's also the achievement of everyone who cares about you. Look at our smiles, look at the love, look how proud we are of you all. Those of us who have followed your journey or have been part of it believe in you. We'll be there for you when you need us. We'll be there for you for what comes next. We know that you're ready and that you'll make it happen. So what comes next? I don't know. None of us really know, except that we do know it will be full of beginnings and endings, full of happy and sad, full of excited and scary. But I'm sure you're ready, right? Of course you are. You look a bit nervous, but I'm sure you are. As another famous animal lover, Dr. Seuss, would say, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. You're on your way up, you'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to great heights. What comes next, ladies and gentlemen, is what you decide and what you make of it. Make good choices and make as much of life as you can. Congratulations to all of the graduates. Congratulations to everyone who cares about you. Congratulations to all the teachers and anyone who might have helped you along the way. You've done it. You're ready for what comes next. Thank you very much.
On your behalf, ladies and gentlemen, I thank Dr. Walker for addressing us this evening.